Oksigen FM with David Bailey.
I'm David Bailey, and this is Brazda blog, which is a reasonably new blog, I think, for Bosnia-Herzegovina and particularly Banja Luka. So it's a nice sunny day today. I like these clouds behind the camera. It's really nice in the countryside. Oksigen Radio or Oksigen FM had people who, yes, liked it or disliked it. I think the people that liked it because it was different and they had a window to the world. So the music, for example, wasn't local music. It was very cutting edge, international top 40 pop music that they weren't getting on any other radio station. I think they found that quite exciting. It made them feel part of the wider world, if you like. I mean, this is back in the late 1990s, the early noughties, as we call it. The people that didn't like it, I think, were either culturally challenged, if I can put it that way, or people that didn't want the youth of particularly this part of Bosnia-Herzegovina, the northwest, to be free. In other words, to be able to voice their opinions and to be able to like what they like and dislike what they like, rather than be told what they would like and dislike. So I think most people actually liked Oksigen. Having said that, we did get negativity, but then again, you know, negativity is a really, really good result. It proves that you've got people listening to you. But I don't think we had equal numbers of likes and dislikes. I think, without being arrogant, we had an overwhelming like ratio. At the end of the day, Oksigen had to come to an end because it was run by NATO. And a lot of people don't realise that, but it was run out of a massive metal factory about 6 kilometres outside Banja Luka in Ramici, Dragochai. But it had to come to an end because, as far as the military were concerned, because certain countries that were operating it were leaving the mission in Bosnia. There was, you know, they felt the job had been done, stability had been brought, and it was time to go home, or in reality to go and find somewhere else to go and do military operations. So the British and the Dutch and the Canadians said that's it, and they took their funding away. Having said that, they did let all the equipment be kept by the local team, and the local team would carry it on. And they did, with great difficulty for some 2 years, 18 months to 2 years. And it finished in the end basically because all the companies that had promised to advertise when Oksigen was under the military, they told lies. They didn't want to advertise. The regulator in Bosnia said you can keep the frequency. They lied. They wanted the frequency back. And I think political people as well, they didn't like it. It was rocking the boat. So the team that ended, I think from a team of 15 of us, there were 4 at the end, keeping a radio station going. And I think it just got too much. It's quite natural. And sadly, it just finished. As a NATO project, Oksigen was part of what we call influence activity. And I'll be totally open with you. It's just trying to give people a better view of what that mission thinks the future should be. I mean, everybody's got an aim in life, politically or otherwise. Oksigen did not have a lot of money spent on it. Believe it or not, it was as cheap as chips. All you've got to do is find some of the people that worked on the station. They'll tell you that, you know, sometimes we were putting wire together with chewing gum. We weren't tremendously funded. That has been a particular misconception here in Bosnia. It had a lot of money. It was run out of 3 containers, not a big suite of studios. One of the studio actually, you can see in Klasnica. It's in the container graveyard. If you don't believe me, you can go and see it. So it didn't have a lot of money spent on it. And I think NATO felt that they would be here for much longer than they were, and therefore there would be that sustainability. But I don't think they ever planned for it to be sustainable in the long term. And to be honest, I've worked in 3 other projects after Oksigen with the military as well, and I've always told them when it comes to an end, just take the radio station away. It's so difficult. It's a dream to reintegrate it into a society that it didn't really get born from.
David Bailey, Sunday night on Oksigen FM.
I used to do a program on Sunday nights, and so what I'd like to say to people watching this on Brazda or wherever else, keep the faith. If you want to find out more about what's going on, get in touch. There is a website that you can ask questions through and find cool information from, which might open your eyes. You never say goodbye in radio, so I'm not going to say goodbye now. Even though my dog's barking, I'll just say Vidimusa. Ciao. Why don't you visit brazdablog.com? That's brazdablog.com. You won't be disappointed.
If you've got something to say, don't keep it to yourself. Call Oksigen FM now and make your voice heard.